Drop it.
And good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Everyone can hear me fine? Can everyone hear me fine? Yes? Thumbs up. Let's get that thumbs up there if you can. Yes, all right. Cool. All right, let's get into the charts here. So what I did was I entered a trade, and then I was having issues with OBS and YouTube. For whatever reason, they were not connecting. I had to do an update on my PC. This is annoying. I need a crew here to make sure that I'm ready at 9:30 every morning. I need a crew. Like, oh man, gonna head on over to Home Depot. Be like, yo, you want to work? No, I'm kidding. That's fucked up. I'm proud as shit too. Anyways, let's get to it. All right, guys. This is absolutely cheating. Come on, here we go. Now, serves me right here. Where, we zoom on in. I'm only up $1,200. I'm gonna close that position because I don't want to outstay my welcome. But if we got in somewhere around here, which I did on the break of this band here, led me into a trade design. And of course, you were humbled here. As we approached this level, we were already getting the signal to possibly get out of the trade, of which we finally got up to this level, and you could see we had failure there. Makes sense? Guys, we leave nothing to mystery. When you look at our charts over at Trade 1348, everything is pretty much highlighted. What you need to do, what you have to do, you just have to trust the system. So what we're going to do now is wait for a trade design down. Okay, I made a few thousand. I was up as high as $10,000. Big money. No whammy, stop. But, yeah, gonna get the big money right now. Okay, so we have the gray candle. This isn't a trade. I'm going to wait for the next trade design down, and we're going to see what happens here. Okay, that's all we're going to do. Now, I want to check out CL and, with those bombings and Trump's like, oh, push the button. I'm gonna push the button. Absolutely gonna obliterate all of you guys. I'm gonna push the button. But anyways, we saw how it had an effect on oil prices. Skyrocketed, is extremely volatile right now. Okay. Now, that's oil. Let's see what gold is doing. I don't trade these things, guys. You gotta know the cadence if you're gonna trade these things. But gold is giving us a familiar setup, correct? Is it not? So just because gold, there we go. So what I'm going to do, just because it's giving me that setup, I'm going to buy at an entry here. I'm just going to say buy. I don't know the cadence. I'm just going to trust the system. That is 3 contracts of gold here. Right? Daniel Mitch. Dude, I don't know what to do with you. You're like the reincarnation of RD, Ryan. Just pay attention, bro. Jesus. Pay attention to the chart. You'll see it. It's if the chart isn't intuitive, Daniel, I'm not doing my job. And I'm just wondering if I don't know. Anyways, dude, pay for a one-on-one already. All right. Anyways, we're going to get up here. I'm going to set up my sell order right there. Okay, great. We're in profit. We're all set. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. There's nothing to do. We're chilling. That's all we're doing here. Okay, so now we have GC here. We have it set. Raise a 0.78 to 1. Look where it's gone. I prefer at least a 1-to-1 here. So I'm coming in right there. That's where I'm gonna leave that there. We'll see what happens there. Just get a slight rebound here. And then I'm going to offset whatever's gonna happen here, let's say with NQ. Now let's go on over to NQ, see what's happening here with NQ. Now with NQ, guys, structurally the trade hasn't changed, right? We're still in the trade design north. We have a bounce off of here. So we got the entry there. I have to buy it because we got that entry once again on the trade design. Okay. So we got the entry. Now what am I going to do? I'm simply going to target either a level or another point of which we get signaled here, like right here, to get out of the trade. Now I only entered 2 contracts. Let's see here. So I'm only 2 contracts in. Now, the reason why I love, guys, when you trade small, you make a lot more, right? So I want you guys to really think about this in terms of like your average when you trade small. So let's say in this instance, I traded small, 2 contracts in, right? Cool, cool. Uh, nice, right? We're making money. It's probably not going to let me make my illustration now. But if I jumped into contracts and then let's say the market died all the way down here, right? I played small enough to be able to absorb that move and then to be able to add to my position as it travels back up, deferring my loss. It's when you trade too big that you're unable to defer your loss. So you got to think about that for a second, okay? That's why we trade small. If it's one MNQ or one ES, if your port can't support one MNQ, right? For let's see, what's the ATR on MNQ on the daily? I want you guys to think about this, okay? We're gonna pull up the ATR on the daily for MNQ really quick. Here we go. Let's get the ATR indicator here. And let's see. What did that move? 494 points. Let's just say 500 points. Okay. So to play the whole range of the day with one MNQ, it's going to cost you about $1,000. About $1,000. That's what it's going to cost you with an MNQ, one MNQ. All right. And so if it's going to cost you about $1,000 to run the whole chart, you could start seeing how those with larger portfolios, like 100K, right? $100,000 portfolios get to stomach these moves and get to make a lot of money because as it comes down, they know that the range of the move is going to be about $1,000, which is just 1%. Right? They could stomach that move. And then when they get an optimal entry readjusted, they could jump back into the trade, add to their trade, right? Because they've sort of kind of like reached the bottom within its range. And then they could take the baby all the way back up, making insane amounts of money. That's the beauty of trading small. Does that make sense? Right? That is the beauty of trading small. So you need to know what your average ATR is, right? If we go on over to ES, right? We will want to know the ETR on ES is about 100 points. So 100 points, that's going to run you about $500 to play the entire move. Okay, of the day, $500. So it's cheaper to play ES and its daily move than it is to play NQ. And this is why a lot of beginner traders, the smaller ports, need to start on ES and not on NQ or MNQ. But it allows you to stomach most of the range without freaking out. I mean, really think about it. How many times I've seen this on 101s where I see like the average loss is $250 and I freak out because I'm like, okay, this is MES. You've lost half a day range, which means that you oversized to accrue that loss, which makes absolutely no sense. So when you trade smaller guys, you can stomach the larger waves of the market. If you're going to be around $500, be around $500. I mean, that's the way I see it, right? But you need to be able to trade accordingly to your port size, which also means those who are trading prop firms. Guess what? Your fact, and 1348 isn't here to support prop firms, by the way, guys. I made that very, very, very clear. Really don't care for prop firms, and neither should you. You want to be traders, you want to make real money, get on over to your own port. Invest in yourself, as they say. So that's it. Make sense here? Enough of that. Allow the ATR, allow your port to be able to stomach the natural move of the day. It will help you control your emotions better. Okay, so back to NQ here. Let's see if I can make some money. I'm doing well here. We're doing okay. $700. I mean, is hitting a level here. There we go. 700 on 2 contracts. Let me see. Came on up. Maybe I want to buy 2 more contracts. There we go. And then I'm going to let's see, we're gonna target where we've been before. So right there. That's all we're gonna do. And now we're chilling. I'm telling you guys, this is like cheating. It really is like cheating. We know what the market's gonna do. It's guys, when you have this type of power, right? When you have this type of power, oh my God. Well, I don't even know what happened to my gold. I wasn't even paying attention to my gold. Yay. Here we go. My gold is up $180. Yay. It's $240. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of gold, really. I mean, I'm just gonna close it profitable, like whatever. I don't understand his cadence and knowing me, since I don't trade gold, I'd probably just leave it there. I'll probably just like leave it there, probably come back to like $11,000 loss. Like, what happened? What happened? Anyways, let's get back on over to NQ where I really make my money. Okay, we're up 2,000. Guys, we are targeting. Let's zoom on in. Get it in there. All right. Nice. We're making money. We're making money, right? Okay. So how am I looking at this? You guys have seen me before. Go ahead and say, okay, well, on the other side of that band here is probably where I exit my position because we get a band color change here, right? And so because we're just so close, so we got that level there. Jeez. I'm probably going to use that level later. We're going to go ahead and add some more, and we're going to modify this. We're going to go on over to 8 contracts, right? Modify the order. Now what I have to do is I'm going to set my stop right here, and I'm going to just under the level, make the trade free, right? We see that there's some consolidation there. We don't know what's going to happen, but what we have is a guaranteed bet, almost, right? Right there. We're chilling. So if I get stopped out, what am I going to make? I make hardly nothing. but that was a choice I made. Makes sense, right? When you're in a trade, guys, and you see that you're up and you're unwilling to take that profit immediately, the second thought you need to have is, am I okay with breaking even at this point? Make sense? It's a lot better. I know this happens a lot. It's a lot better than going ahead and letting it run green, and then it comes back to you and you end up red. Hands up. We know you're there. We know you're there. Who's that? Who is it? Who does that? Yeah, right. If you're green, yes. And they're like, I want to take it. Make the trade free. That's all you got to do. That is all you got to do. Now it becomes like very binary, right? Oh man, I'm green. I don't want to take it. I want more, one more. Cool. We, we don't know where the market's going to go, right? Well, we can control how much you're going to lose. That's all you got to do. Again, it's a far better action than being like a deer in headlights, right? Like stuck, like, could I hit the stop button? Did I hit? Because it just really feels like a paralysis like that, right? You're just watching the numbers get bigger. You're like, I want to sell, but now what if I make more? Enough of that nonsense. Enough of that nonsense. Set it to break even. Once you start feeling that, you really start feeling that. Just set it to break even. You're good. So let's see here. I like where we're at. I mean, I like what we're doing. This is interesting. What time is it? It's 10:18. I should be done with my trades. No, unfortunately. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. What I'm going to do is pretty much exactly what I just said, right? So I'm scaling in, I'm adding to my trades. I want to see it develop a little bit more. That way I can set my stop to break even. That's all I'm going to do here. It's got to develop a little bit more, guys. Let me show you. Right here, 2100, cool. Just got to develop. Just got to get more points in there. Yeah, this is 16 contracts. Yeah, this is that top step 150K size, right? The big money. Yeah, okay. All right. So where have we been? That is the question. We've been somewhere up here, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead right there, modify the order. I know where we've been, and I'm just gonna leave it right there because I know where we've been. All right. So the pawn, you're stuck on a 4-hour 48. Your time frame whoring. Stop jumping from time frame to time frame. It's because your thesis is like right here compared to what that 4-hour is. Now, if you're going to live on the 4-hour, bro, go for it. If you're going to use the 4-hour for the trend, go for it. But I'm about to make my money. You think I care about the 4-hour 48 EMA? No, I care about making money in the time frame I'm existing on. Let's zoom in. How much we're going to make? 4K? You guys see me do this daily, right? You guys see me do 4K? Come on, you see what I'm saying? Every single time I said it this way, the market wants to make me earn it. Like, give me a Louis bag first. Like, the hell? No, I can do a Louis bag market. Give me some red bottoms. No, we're not doing that either. Oh my God. Okay, I don't I just really don't like that. So I'm going to close that position right there. Cool. I know, so I made money there. Cool. I don't like how it was struggling there. So what I'm going to do is say, no stress. I'm going to say, okay, we know what it's done in this range. We don't know what it's done in this range. So I'm going to set a buy order up here. And then, more like, Jesus, take the wheel. Right. So there you go. There you go. I didn't like what it was doing. I was struggling to just recapture this here. So the safer bet, because we got level, level, level. This zone right here is the bigger zone. Going to buy here. I'm just going to leave it there. There's nothing for me to do. And let me get rid of HER here. HER is what? It's pretty big HER, 45 points. Cool. This is all I'm doing. So I managed to get profit today. Yay. Not as much as I like. But still, we made a couple of thousand today. Let me see what my stats are. I left 10 grand on the table. I can't believe that. Sucks. Okay, yeah, I made today. $4,500. Well, yeah. But we're not gonna make money once you get off of YouTube. Yeah, I start trading differently. It's yeah, there's levels to this game, guys. I trade very differently. Um, so 4,500. I'll show you guys my stats here. Let's drop this in the Discord, and then we'll put the screen cut there. There you go. Let's see. Let's get up here for the viewers to see. Not bad. Well within, the, I guess, if you look at the stats, guys, it's well within the parameters of how the system performs. Right? This is today. We made 4,500 number of trades. This is including by scaling in. Okay. $4,300, $209 in fees, 83% win rate. That was today. That not bad. Oh, I trade with Tradeovate, but I use TradingView to connect to Tradeovate. Lauren, I hope that answers your question. That's so I trade through Tradeovate. There's Tradeovate and AMP for US, and I believe you could trade with AMP in Canada, even in India, I believe. Um, Nothing going on here. That sucks. Wonder what's happening to gold. I'm gonna find some action. Do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see what it's like to trade in fire? Come on, let's just see what that's like. Dave, stupid question. Okay, here we go. Here we go with the questions. With few candles hitting resistance around that level, wouldn't it be safer to have a buy limit order as you date above that level? Yeah, that would be safer, but the trade, okay. All right. The trade this morning came up to a level done, right? We saw consolidation and or choppy chop. Amazingly, we still made money in the choppy chop. Why? Because we maintained a directional bias to the upside. To answer your question, yes, you're safer up here if we took that trade. But my job as a trader is to make money. That's my job. My job as your instructor is to keep you safe. That's also my job, right? I hate to say this, right? But I play by completely different set of rules than most of you do. It's just, it's facts, right? I've earned that right. 15 years. I do whatever the hell I want to do. It's just facts. Like, I can do whatever the hell I want. Um, but if your goal is to trade safer, here is where you want to be, right? If you have the emotional intelligence to manage chop, we play here with the directional bias. And that's all I was doing. So how do we, I mean, everyone wants, that's got to be hard at first, switching mindsets like that. Um, yes, it is kind of hard switching a mindset. But guys, like when we're on YouTube and such, yeah, we make our 3, 4, 5,000, 10,000, whatever, but I don't trade for that kind of money. Like, it can't have 15 years. It's just 15 years. Um, what we do have here is potentially a switch up here, a break of G2500 right there. So that's what we're looking for. We get a break with the G2500 and a trade design down. Now, what I can do, are we closer to a GG500? Yes. Is MACD breaking below? Yes, we see that here, right? We see a couple of signals. We have the band down. So what we do is we'll sell the 2 contracts here. And with a potential target here. That's pretty much this. Right. Also, if there you go. All right, there you go. We have to switcheroo here. Nope. Not complete. You guys, are you paying attention to this right here? We're bearish, but it's getting to damn near, it's getting to that point where, okay, 0. Now, are the bears going to win? We gotta start looking at this, right? So it's a potential trend change here. It's just, we gotta see now what's going to happen. Guys, this here is so useful, especially if we're like attempting. There we go. We're going to see what happens now. We got a trend change. We got an order fill. We got a trade design down. We have a level. We have only 2 contracts in. Let's zoom in. This is beautiful. You guys are watching this. Daniel, we're chilling. I have my level here. I'm more concerned with that level there. So, I think I'm trading. Listen, yes, there are levels there, Daniel, but I don't have it on my chart, so I'm not going to overanalyze it. It's not on my chart for me to overanalyze. I'm going to trade my system and my trend. Now, if it works against me, okay, cool. So we're right here. I'm chilling. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Daniel. The design gives you a stop area. I have a stop area right here. All right. Anyways, here we go. Nice. No, this is $740. This sucks. Not worried about it. Again, only 2 contracts in. So I could go ahead and add 2 more. Right. Cool. We're green. Not going to be greedy. I had an expectation here, right, of the 0.45. Now, if I scale in, if I add 2 more, this 0.45 becomes a 1-to-1, right? Technically, because I doubled up in size. So I'm going to go ahead and modify this. There we go. We're modified. Just gonna let the trade do its thing. Now this thing can bounce aggressively from here. I'm A-okay with it. Yeah, right here. I know what I'm risking. I'm not really worried about it. So to answer Dana Bitch here in the comments there, the trade design has a stop. I have a visual. I have a visual here, right, of what I would optimally allow myself to lose. Okay. This is a great tool and feature, especially if you're going to limit yourself to just 1% risk. We set that up in our settings, and then we know exactly how much we're going to lose. Right now, we're green. The thesis is bearish. I'm going to hold through my thesis and see if we come on down to this level here, right? As noted before, there is the 200 right here. That's why I'm not going to overextend myself down to the 200. I certainly could, but I'm going to go ahead and just lower my expectations, lower my distance, and keep the trade realistic. Of course, it works out against me here. I exit the trade and I go long. But as it stands, everything is pretty much signaling bearish. You guys can't see the genie down here, but everything is signaled bearish there. This here, just undecided. I love this thing. Guys, you should love this as well. You could see, especially the importance of waiting for a trade design as you enter a trade design. This is where you're going to get your information and your number as far as like momentum, right? Keeps you out of chop, most definitely. Because while this number here is calculating the difference of this entire trend here, not just the candles in question, right? So starting at the origin of the trade design and or the break of GT 500 is going to give you a better representation here of who's winning in the buyer and seller category, right? The bulls and the bears. It is not moved. It is not moved. I mean, it is approaching, but it's 10:30 in the morning. Things are getting, okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Uh-oh, things are getting interesting. Here we go. Here we go. We got some movement here. Bulls are trading. Bulls are winning. Oh, shit, this is boring, right? Who's bored here? Raise your hand. Trading's boring. I said I was going to up the ante and get exciting. I was hoping to get exciting with like just a drop. Really did it. Now, the only way for me to create excitement for myself is to go into a smaller time frame, which highly inefficient, honestly. There's our trade plan for contracts coming on down. $200. Looks like the Bears. The Bears are definitely trying to come in and take over. This is not perfect, guys, but it's definitely illustrative. Nice. Here we go. Nice, meaningful monies, right, guys? Nice, meaningful monies. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Yay. Nice, meaningful monies. And let's see, with that trade, how much am I up today? Nice. Let's run the report. We're up $7,000 on the day. Yeah. I'll tell you, this system's like a cheat code. It's like a cheat code. Who agrees with me? Who agrees with me? This system is damn near a cheat code. You just got to maintain a directional bias based on where the system's trying to tell you to go, and don't argue with the system. We do not argue with the system. That's it. Oh, look at the comments there. Nice. It's certainly a cheat code, right? One thing is I make sure all the time, right? I don't overstay my welcome. You see, some people might get really aggressive and say, well, I'm targeting the 200. No, I'm targeting the first level. This one here, I overstayed my welcome. I was too busy getting the stream set up, and it warned me. It warned me, like, bro, get out, right? This level also acts as a warning, like, bro, get out. The band here, this band is going to act as resistance until it doesn't. Once that happens, it's like, bro, get out. We have a level right here along with Excel. Let's go ahead and mark that. Now, I get a break above this, baby. You know what time it is, right? We could go long up until the 19794. But guess what? That's chop. I'm tired of trading on chop. So what does that mean? I take my paltry $7,000. I close up shop. It's 10:30 in the morning. Who's making $7,000 in an hour? No, actually, correction. I started the stream late as hell, closer to like 10 o'clock, right? 40 minutes. 7K in 40 minutes. Come on. If that was with a break-even trade, which if that break-even trade would have, oh my God, I could have 17,000, 12,000. But one thing we didn't do was allow the market to take control. And this is the downfall of a lot of traders here, right? It's, oh my God, candle down. Oh my God, candle up, right? Oh my God, candle down. Oh my God, candle up. This is where the market starts taking control and then chop. This is why a lot of traders, when they get started, they just get beat up here. They just get beat up here, right? Because they do not maintain a directional bias. This here's your directional bias until it's not. The market is bullish until it's not. The market is bearish until it's not. Now, I had to take the trade design down, but we have a clue here. We have a clue here if the market's truly bearish or not. And where's that clue? It's here. This isn't red, it's neutral. So now going back to Daniel Mitchell's observation, where he's like, well, you got the 200, you got VWAP or whatever. Cool. But I knew my general expectation, because we were bearish, but this here was neutral in our system. I wasn't going for a home run here. And I can show you where I would go for a home run. If this went red, meaning it goes red once we break that 200, baby, I am all in. I am stacking. I am deep diving. It is blood season. Woo, we're going in. I'm going in like a maxi, baby. Like that's No, that's no. Okay. So what we're doing here now is we're waiting for that band break. And if we look closely, we could see how this band is thinning out. Now, we're not going to go ahead and speculate that this band will in fact thin out and we make a move to the upside. We have to react to it. That is the key here, reacting. So a break upon this level would be ideal. How about we just set a buy order right there? It breaks, it goes, we're good. That's it. If it doesn't, it costs me nothing. That's what I love about trading, guys. When you play catch as a trader, meaning I'm waiting to catch the trade. When we do that, and the ball doesn't come our way, good. Late, we don't win, we don't lose. Excuse me. Now, when we're in a trade and we're up and we don't know when to take profit, cool. You don't know where the market's going to go, but you do know how much you're going to lose or make. That's when you take your stop and you bring it up to break even or slightly above break even. And that has to be a number that you're comfortable with. That's it. I think having those two, like having that mindset will just really improve your trading significantly. Waiting for the market to come to you, and then instead of being there stuck in headlights, make that move to automatically get yourself to break even. Now, we're not talking about like you're up 10, $20. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to break even. Even though with them in Qs, $20 is 10 ticks, but that's 2.5 points on the NQ. NQ moves a lot more than that. All right, so here we go, guys. For letting the market come to me. Gold paid. I'm glad gold paid. I stick with what I know. Let's see what happened with GC. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Okay. Trade design for the win. I mean, I could have just sat here and been like, okay, yeah, whatever. Gold paid. Congrats. Nice. Just took off. See here? Neutral. Then we get a trade design. Then we get confirmation here. Ship's green. We break that level and it goes. What a beautiful thing. Let's go ahead and check out NQ. NQ is still yet to fill my order there. So gold is slow until it's fast. That's actually a cool observation. It's slow until it's fast. So gold would be one of those things that you absolutely must have trade design alerts and all the alerts and features that we have here at 1348, right? So you're not getting bored waiting for something to happen and you're not creating trades, right? That is the one thing, is anticipating and forcing a trade. It's like everything else in life, right? We anticipate and we force. We force relationships. We're in a rush to get to work or to get to our destination. Actually, I want to show you guys something. This is actually really, really cool. I sent it to Hot Potato yesterday. Just really puts things into perspective. I have to share this with you guys. Just haven't got a fill. Where should I go something? A very interesting way. I love these type of things. Oh my God, I love them. It's a very, very, very interesting way of looking at life. Let me go ahead and pull this up. This is why you should always look smarter than your opponent. The goal here is to pick up the bottles one by one and fill the crate the fastest. But notice the difference between how they both started, because this man chose to run and start from the opposite direction. Now you might think regardless of how they start, the distance they have to cover is actually the same. But when you start from the opposite direction, you get tired much faster. And so when you are left with low energy, you don't have to run as much as the other man. Whereas the other guy does the easy part first and the hard part last. But I know just by looking at the progression so far, you still think the guy on the left will win because he only have 8 bottles left. But the secret to this game is calculated in a way that if you start with the easy part first, you'll most likely lose. It may be because the brain thinks you are far in the lead and doesn't have to stress at all. Now look, the bottles on the right will get collected really fast now when it's getting closer. And the message with this game is that you may start your path far away from winning, but when the end is closing in, it's all about how you finish. Do the hard part first in life and you will win for sure. This is why you should always look smarter than your opponent. The goal here is to pick up the bottles one by one and fill the crate the fastest. But notice, it means you got to put in the hard work first. That's what it means. You got to put in the hard work first. Put in the hard work first, things get easier later. That's what that means, right? So, there needs to be a mindset shift, a paradigm shift here. People jump into trading and they want it to be easy. No, it's hard. It's probably one of the hardest things you do. So you got to put in the work now. Now, do we here at 1338 make it hell easy? Oh, yes, we do. The facts. Facts are facts, man. There's people coming out of here making life-changing money that, society is writing them off. 100%. But we make it easier. Now, I didn't chase the candle down. I maintained my thesis. You see, guys, I'm not chasing anything. Even if the trade we get this ginormous wick, right? I'm not chasing anything. Like life, if it's meant to be, it'll come to you, right? Whatever that cheesy line is. Yes. Looking at your mistakes, absolutely. But here's an easier way to think about trading. Okay. So how many of you hate going to the car dealership? Everybody hates going to a car dealership, right? Yeah. It's annoying. I mean, it is. It is, right? Yes. You had a car, you're looking for a car, you're like, this is what I'm looking to pay. And they're using tricky words, right? They'll use tricky words. So here are some tricky words they use. Okay. It's a hot potato, really? Hot potato? It's got a car dealership. Do you own a car? That's funny. Okay, that's funny. But anyways, the dealerships use tricky words, right? So you say, okay, my budget's 300, right? The car that you're looking at, it's maybe 400, right? They use tricky words. They might know that it's a $20,000 car, so just basic numbers. They know that 300 is a little too low. So they will say things like up to how much, right? You give them a number. It's up to how much, right? They'll use those type of words. Or how close can you get to here, right? So they're trying to drag you, right? Up to how much, how close can you get here, right? Because it's human tendency, right? If we want something, we're going to, we're going to give it some wiggle room if we want something, right? And so that's how you end up with a bad deal because you're getting schooled with up to how much, it's how close can it get to here, or then they know then they know. Well, guys, I sell cars as well. Then you know, like, okay, that's their number. So if that's their number, let me just lengthen the term, higher interest, right? I call the bank. I'm like, all right, so how many points of profit am I able to get on this loan? We start shopping it around, right? So then it's like, oh, okay, we can get you $300, but you got to do a 185-month loan at 11% interest, and I'm going to make money on the spread. So even though the bank sold the interest at 7%, I'm making the spread at 4%. This is all dealerships, right? Um, so again, it's know your number. So okay, where am I getting with this? Right, the market, the market doesn't need to know your number. It doesn't. Market doesn't need to know your number. The market doesn't care about your number. The market doesn't care. You could stand firm on your number. The market gives a rat's ass. The market's like, okay, that's your number, right? Wait there. Eventually, guys, it's like just like a broken clock is right twice a day. Eventually, your number's gonna hit, right? But if you're playing this numbers game with the dealership, like the market does, I promise you, you get fatigued and you end up taking the deal down here. You might go long or you might go short down here. You take that deal. Oh, we're gonna go short here, and then you get wrecked. Does it make sense? You have to stand firm on your number because nobody cares about your number other than you. The market doesn't care. The candle doesn't care you entered it or didn't enter it, right? You have to care that that's your number. You're going to stay firm on your thesis. When you do that, guys, you will find yourself flip-flopping less, trusting the trends more, holding your trades longer, and or waiting for trades to pan out. That makes sense. That makes sense, guys? I want it to make sense because there's no reason why I should be chasing this candle here. There's no reason. I'm here. I know that the market was here at some point. So why am I going to chase this down? I'll just wait here. And because it gets me, then I know at some point, yeah, it's going to come back up here somewhere, right? And they could just sell it right there. Easy. I rather, no, we have a trade design down. Not red yet. It's still gray. It is not red yet. So I have to, wait, let me show you. Right here, trade is gray. You see, right there? Even though we got the trade design down, I still have no reason to believe that the market's bearish. Until this goes red, then I could go ahead and say, all right, yeah, I'm going to go short. But also the qualifier to go short is the 200. Right underneath the 200, a level. Right underneath that level, another level. So now my expectations, if we go short, my expectations remain modest because we have so many levels, as opposed to we have the level here, we got free range and movement up here, we break, we have a level here. We know where we were in that range. I prefer to be where I know we were. I mean, the last time we were down here was pretty much, I was sleeping. I don't care what this was, but yeah, that's a nice move, by the way. But we got support from that level. I'm chilling. There's nothing for me to do. There's nothing for me to do. And so, with that being said, I got to wrap things up. I have a one-on-one with Rich Christie. Hold on. I want to make sure Rich isn't wasting my time. I do have conditions of which I do these one-on-ones, and that is you follow the rules. So let me go ahead and look at Rich Christie's performance. I'm glad it rained, brother. I am glad it rained. Let me log in. Check out Rich Christie. By the way, Justin Fox, good job. Let me see. I'm curious. I haven't, okay. Nice. Ooh, okay. Well, first off, she could, oh my God. You crazy rich Asian. Boys and girls. Oh man. We got Han here. Grain all through January. Let's see, right? December? Nope. Started January. Grain all through January. Grain all through February. One red day there. But grain through most of the month. Profit factor 4.24. She is up 258%. Her P&L is up 519%. Come on, Han, way to go. Holy fuck, Han. Nice. Nice. Well, good work. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Rich Christie, see how he's doing. Actually, no. I got another one I gotta check out. Nice. Okay, I'm not gonna show the dollars. Oh, I can't. But let's see. I don't know. Nicole doing hella well as well. We're not gonna show her monies, but hey, fuck it. Let's see. Well, um, let's see here, guys. I think we're recording stopped. That's interesting. We probably ran out of space there. Can I show you guys something? We have Nicole. Nicole killing it too. Again, small port, just doing her thing. I don't really care about monies. I want to look at win rate 81%, profit factor 5.3, wins 85% of her days with a $53 trade expectancy. That's awesome. That is awesome. Way to go, Nicole. Yeah, you know what? Today's the day for ladies. Let's since we're already there, right? Let's go ahead. Let's look at one of my favorite students. Let's see how she's doing. Ladies are killing it. Oh my God. Wait, you talk about somebody who just makes you so freaking proud. Someone who came to me with absolutely zero. I mean, zero. This is nothing. No trading experience ever. Yeah, I don't want to see. Man, Miss McMullen, came from nothing. 15.77 profit factor, which is great as hell. Just green. Last red days were in October. Good for you. 90% win rate, 15.77 profit factor, wins 96% of her days. This is what I love here. You guys see this here? You guys see that there? That's insane. Wow. Hmm. How many of you would like to achieve that type of performance? Let's see some hands. To achieve that type of performance, you just got to trade the system. That's all she does. That's all you got to do. Stop overthinking it. If you go to Miss McMullen or you go to Han and you go to any of the top performers, they would just tell you, just trust the trade design, stop overthinking it, and you make your money. Let's see here. So now we're going to go to Richard Christie. Huh. Okay. So Richard's all over the place. Doesn't make much sense. Hmm. Yeah. Gonna have to fix the boy up really quick. Wow. I'm failing Richard Christie as a coach. Or Richard Christie, you're failing the system. So what I'm gonna do is, guys, I'm gonna audit his trade. We're gonna go ahead and understand why he lost. Can we do that? Richard Christie, there's no reason why he should be a 47% winner. None. So this is telling me something. Let's go ahead and see. This is MES going long at 655. Okay. This is West Coast, right, Lofty? So that's gonna be, this is gonna be 10 a.m. Wait, let's change. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. It went long here. Okay. That's 10 a.m. today. And yes. Yeah. 9:55. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's jump on over to yes, guys. Let's see what happened here at 9:55. Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get to 9:55 here. What is that? Okay. Guys, this is what happened. This is what happened. Okay, Lofty, this is a common theme with you. So what was happening here, it looks like he set a buy order on the break of this level, right? This is the 9:55 candle. The thing is that he was paying no attention to 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, the trade design was way back here. This isn't necessarily an actionable moment. This isn't a point of entry. Okay. So what happens? You miss the trade and then you get handled at the level. It rejects. Now here we are. Okay. Now, of course, while we're in this trade, you had an opportunity to, at the very least, break even. Right. But when you're doing something that you're not supposed to do, you're going to be real nervous and less convinced on holding that trade. So there you go. That's what happened. Now let's go back and see. Let's see. Was that okay? So that was Friday. There was one trade today. So you took one trade and you went long. Not a fan of that, right? Not a fan of that. So that was essentially using a level as an actionable moment in a trade. What I want to see from Lofty is instead of like playing actionable moments or instead of making level breaks actionable moments, and you guys will benefit from this as well because it makes a whole lot of sense as to why his win rate is 50%. And the reason why his win rate is at about 50%, let me, well, yeah, log back in. Okay. So Richard Christie, the reason why you're at 50% is because a level break is a binary moment. So if you're going to constantly play the level breaks, well, what do you think is going to happen? It's a binary moment. Now let's make sure I'm not scolding him unnecessarily. Well, yeah, I'm scolding him necessarily. One thing I do appreciate that he's doing, guys, is he's keeping it 1-to-1. The problem is it's not sustainable if you're only winning 46% of your trades. Now check this out, Lofty, right? At 0.99, as close to 1-to-1 as you're getting here, if this was 51, 52% or better, you have a trading career. You're that close. You're that close, right? Because you've managed the risk to reward part, right? You've controlled that element. I mean, you've done it year to date, so that means it's something that you're mindful of doing and you're doing it well, which is managing a risk to reward. Now it's okay, the actual trades, what's prompting you to take the trade. A line break, a level break. There are traders who trade levels, right? Let me tell you something about traders who trade levels. You guys want to hear this? Who wants to hear this, right? Listen, I'm a jack of all trades and I'm a master of all. I'm a trader. Every element of trading is part of my domain. So let me explain to you why level traders, right? They trade level. Let me show you. I'll show you. You can't be a level trader unless you're committed to being a level trader. I'll show you right now. Let's go ahead. And I brought this up before, okay? Here we go. Level traders will maybe trade this level, won't trade this level, and will play a candle, break, close, and hold in this level. Traders, level traders, right, want to trade the biggest gaps because it offsets the losses. So if you were a 46% winner, but you had a 3-to-1, which means that you were waiting for price action to break a level, but it gave you a much larger range, right? For instance, this year, let me show you something. This year, let's go. Wait, where the hell is my? Let's try to find it. All right, long position right here. If we entered this break here, can you guys see what I'm saying here? If we entered this break here, that's a 3-to-1 risk right there. You see that? That's what level traders trade. You cannot be a level trader if your stat looks like this. Lofty. Oh my God, right? I'm throwing a book at you right now. Watch this. We're going to go to your reports. Right? You were trying to play a big level. It didn't work out for you, but you're a 50% trader and you're a 1-to-1 trader. So let's say you are going to try to play that big level. You have to make it worth it. Now, according to your stats, that argument, guys, this is what Lofty said. Can you guys read what he's saying? I was trying to play the big level, broke up on a mega trend. You guys all see that? Lofty, I love you, but I'm about to go in on you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you see that there? Lofty, change this and you will undoubtedly be a better trader. You're going to have to commit to trade designs exclusively, and or if you are going to trade these levels, everybody get closer. Are you paying attention here? Who's paying attention? Hands up, please. Well, I'm not going to continue until I start seeing some damn hands here. Well, we got hearts. All right, cool. Lofty, being a level trader isn't even worth your time. Why? Because your stats show that your average hold time in a winning trade is 4 minutes. Dude, that's a candle and a half. A candle and a half on, let's say, ES is what, 6 to 7 points? You're not holding long enough to be a level trader. So stop it. This is your hard truth, brother. You either, now your risk to reward, you got that down. Your win rate sucks because you're playing a binary moment on the break of a level. You would make more money if the game that you're playing, which is the binary break on a level, because it is 50-50, if you allowed yourself to hold longer than 8 minutes. Why? Because in a level break, we're talking 3 to 1s, as we just highlighted. That is not 8 minutes long. That's probably 45 minutes to an hour long. Does that make sense? This is why I have you all on TradeZilla, because when I look at your stats, I can tear you to shreds, and I can point out where your game is lacking. This is the part of Longevity Club that people love, and this is why I've turned a lot of traders into freaking machines. But they have to submit to me and the system. Or you could come to Orlando April 25th, right, and spend 8 days with me, and I'm just fucking in here, fucking in here. Or you just hit me up, send me a DM, and we'll do Longevity Club. But anyways, coming back, guys. So your game plan and your expectation are not in alignment. You're trying to play a level break, but your game plan's more of like a scalper. You're like, well, I got to hold for 5 or 6 minutes. Okay. So basically you're the equivalent of like some dude at a bar and in the girl's ear, like, I'm going to rock your world. You take her home. You're a 2 pump chump. I mean, that's just the facts. So you have to recalibrate. I want you to change your game and stop playing level breaks. You're not there yet. You're just not. You're not there yet. Trade designs, you're close. I'm going to tell you get over the hump when you start trading only trade designs. Okay? So, yeah, that was Richard Christie. I don't think I need to do a one-on-one with you right now. What I think I need you to do is start paying attention to trading trade designs, because technically breaking levels is not something we care to do. It's not what our system is based off of. Okay. There's a difference between people who follow the system and people who don't. Right? I mean, I got another student here. There's another student here, also traded small, did the trade camp in Orlando, did the trade camp in Hawaii. There's a Longevity Club, and just absolutely killing it from the point of actually taking it seriously and getting started. Right. This is nuts. This is Anita. You guys know Anita. 91% looks a lot like Miss Money, right? 22.55 profit factor. And has dialed in the average win loss there. That's insane. And yes, it's smaller amounts, but it scales. Your habits remain exactly the same as your scaling, as your portfolio is getting bigger. It's scaling, it's scaling, it's scaling. Way to go, Anita. Anita freaking killing it. Yeah, the ladies are really following the rules. Oh no. Fellas, this is how you get ladies to listen to a man. You put them in a position where they can buy purses and shit. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my God. I'm kidding. Ah, jeez. Yeah, they live longer. Meanwhile, we're playing with fire. GT went red. Awesome. Let's go ahead and see. Oh no, this is one of my guys. Ah, I love it. I love it. He took a break. Yes, I think he took a break. Good job. Good for him. Brainless. Just absolutely killed it. Up 82 grand. Oops. Just slaying it right now. Let's see. Hello. Let me get the other ladies here. Uh, Someone's finally learning. I like this. So it's finally, oh boy. Someone's turned a corner here. I love it. We have a lady here who's turning the corner. And you could tell she had her moment where she turned a corner. She just has to now work on her ritual award. But Alexandra, she's doing great, by the way. This month, doing well. Uh, you gotta control these red days, right? This is basically when the market controls you, right? But I take this over, her previous months. Her previous months were not pretty. This was red. This was basically a Friday the 13th sequel. So it's good to see that there is intent and purpose, although 22 trades freaks me the fuck out. 22, 18, and 15. So Alexandra, make sure you hit a 101 with me, and we'll make sure that your months stay green. It looks like you're getting the concept. What? You guys are room for improvement. All right. You could do it though. Alexandra's awesome, by the way. And then let's see, we have highlighting all the ladies here. Oh, there's a damn shame that my mentor list looks like a freaking sausage party. It's a bunch of dudes. Let's see. Here we go. And I love her. Freaking just, you can see she's taking a break as well. They think, hey, what we see for January, just absolutely slaying it. Sometimes had to go ahead and take a break. And that's fine. That's fine. Just absolutely slayed it for the month. All green. So while everyone's trying to make the most money in the trade, I dare you change your goal to ending the day green. How about that? It just changes everything. You end the day green, you come into the market the next day with more confidence. Let's see here. By the way, there's an update. Thank you, Hot Potato. Well, 1 second. Free is like, do me, please. Should I lay that lay so we're on a first name basis? I think I want to know your sign first before I do you. Jesus Christ. Oh man, here we go. Ooh, okay, let's see the ladies here. Shalita O'Neill. Okay. A great month. All right. Great month, guys. The ladies. This is a great month. Look at two trades, 2, 1, 4, 9, 1, 10. Ooh, one, but still, again, profitable. We're gonna do year to date. Let's see. Okay, so what we're seeing February. What is this February? Okay, we could definitely see that you're trading a lot different, right? A little more confidence here. Let's do month to month, guys. So let's do a custom range here, January to January 31st. Oh, there's nothing, right? Okay, so yeah, that's last month. Let's do February. So last month, yes. So last month you lost $370 with a 55% win rate, 0.84 profit factor. Your average win loss trade was just shy of 1 to 1, right? And this was February. So let's do this month. See if there's night and day. Night and freaking day. I see that. I see that. This is night and day. So she's winning 73% of her trades with a 1.96 profit factor. This is so important right now. So Shalita, you're this close from busting it wide open. Like just busting it wide open. Let me show you. This right here, 0.23 and $32, right? Even though you've only lost 8 trades, you still want to get in the habit of making sure that these losses do not exceed your winners, right? And so everyone says, like, how do I make more money? Well, you lose less money. That's how you make more money, right? So you got to be mindful on those losses. Then over time, you become more and more comfortable with the system and taking trade designs. And then your psychology and your mechanics and your psychology, they all start to do this and it works really, really well. So you started in February and you're doing great. I need this to be closer to a 1 to 1, and that is it. After that, you'll start seeing, like, with patience and time, give time grace. You will start seeing your portfolio growing, giving you more confidence in what you're doing, and you'll start holding longer. And start making more, you start protecting your profits, and you start managing your risk a lot better. Right. So way to go. I love that. I love that. Good job. Good job. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else? Anybody else want to see us? Oh, hold on. I gotta do this one. We can't have a stream without doing this one. Let's see here. I don't have all of them here. Let's see. No, it's not. You're very, very welcome. You're doing great. You're doing great. Um, let's see here. Okay. Okay, we'll deal with that. It's not so bad. Uh, uh, cheers. Oh, man. Larry Glenn out of Tampa. How you doing, brother? Hopefully. Man. All right, you guys. Okay, so let me show you guys something. Let me show you before we get into like his overall stats. Can I show you guys something? I'm proud of this guy. And this is Larry Glenn started with me in June. Just red month. July, barely a green month. Got some reds there. Right. August, barely a green month at $86. Then you start seeing this transformation happening, right? $886, still some red days, still September. And then October, there you go. It happened. The matrix showed itself. 3 red days, kept his losses super tight, as you guys see here. And then November, an $8,000 month. 1 red day, lost $160. All right. December, a $5,000 month. Lost $32. Just 12 trades. That really fucking sucks right there. January, 1 red day. You guys see what's happening here? He's making more and more money. February. I think February got the best of most of us, huh? And then up 2 red days, but up 2K so far, halfway through the month. Larry, good stuff, brother. Right, his stats here: 64% win rate, up $37,000, 64% win rate, 2.63, 1.45. You guys see how important this is? Who's saying this? 1.45? This is so important because this is what allows this to shine. A 1 and above, a 1.5 is what allows your win rate to shine. Make sense? Yeah, I think I'm done now. I'm done. Peace out, guys. This was a fun stream. And to all those people who are kicking ass, keep doing it. 1338 for the win. It was a lot of fun. Signing out.